Find the first four terms in ascending powers of x of the binomial expansion of 2 minus kx by 4 to the power of 8. Here, the n value is 8, that is the power is 8 here. The first term is 2 and the second term is minus kx over 4. You need to consider the sign also. Now, we need the first four terms. So the n value here, the power is 8. So 8C0, 8C1, 8C2, 8C3. These are the combinations. Now, the first term, the power keeps decreasing. So the first term is 2 and the power here is 8 and it keeps decreasing. So 2 to the power of 8, 2 to the power of 7, 2 to the power of 6 and 2 to the power of 5. Now the second term along with the sign, the power keeps increasing. So here minus kx by 4. So this is minus kx by 4 to the power of 0 and minus kx by 4 to the power of 1 minus kx by 4 to the power of 2 and minus kx by 4 to the power of 3. You just put a plus sign in front of these. Now these are the four terms that we have to find out for this binomial expansion. So 8C0, if you put that in calculator, 8C0 is 1. Anything to the power of 0, we have studied according to the law of indices. Anything to the power of 0 is also 1. So 1 into 1 into 2 to the power of 8 is nothing but 2 to the power of 8. That is your first term. Now 8C1, when you put that in calculator, 8C1, you will get it as 8 into 2 to the power of 7 into minus kx by 4. So this positive sign will become minus and kx by 4 to the power of 1 is kx by 4 itself. Now the third term, that is plus 8C2, 8C2, put that in calculator, you will get 28 into 2 to the power of 6. 2 to the power of 6 into minus kx by 4 to the power of 2. We know if it's a square, then even if it's a negative number, the value will be positive. So minus kx by 4 into minus kx by 4 will give you k square x square divided by 16. Finally, the last term here, 8C3, put that in calculator, 8C3, that's 56 into 2 to the power of 5 into minus kx by 4 the whole cube. So a negative number to the odd power will always give you a negative answer. A negative number to the odd power will give you a negative answer. So this will become minus 56, 2 to the power of 5 into k cube, x cube divided by 4 cube is 64. So now these are the first four terms of this binomial expansion. 2 to the power of 8 is 256 minus 8 into 2 to the power of 7 divided by 4. So 4 times 1 is 4 and 4 times 2 is 8. So 2 to the power of 7 into 2, which is 2 to the power of 8, that gives you 256 itself. So 256 kx. Now 28 into 2 to the power of 28 into 2 to the power of 6 divided by 16 will give us 112. So plus 112 k square x square and finally minus 56 into 2 to the power of 5. The whole thing divided by 64 will give us 28. So minus 28 k cube x cube. This is the answer for the first part and that was for 4 marks. Now f of x is given as b part. I'm going to use a different color here. So for the b part, f of x is given as 5 minus 3x into the binomial expansion from the a part, that is 2 minus kx by 4 to the power of 8. In the expansion of f of x, the constant term is 3 times the coefficient of x. So we need to find out the constant term and we need to find out the coefficient of x, and then we need to use this condition. The constant term is 3 times the coefficient of x. Now, already in the first part, we have expanded this binomial expansion. We already have the answer. So 5 minus 3x into 256 minus 256kx plus 112k square x square minus 28k cube x cube. It's given that the constant term is 3 times the coefficient of x. So we will get constant term only when this 5 gets multiplied with 256. 5 when you multiply it with minus 256kx, that's not a constant term because we have x as the variable there. 5 when you multiply it with k square x square, there also we have the variable as x square. So the constant term is 5 multiplied by 256. 5 multiplied by 256 is 1280, and now which is equal to 3 times the coefficient of x. So what are the two possibilities that we will be getting for the coefficient of x? When this 5 gets multiplied with minus 256kx, that will give us a coefficient of x. And this minus 3x, if you multiply it with 256, that will also give us the coefficient of x. These are the only two possibilities where we will be getting the variable as x. So what happens? 5 multiplied by minus 256k. So 5 multiplied by minus 256 is minus 1280k, and minus 3 multiplied by 256. Minus 3 multiplied by 256 is minus 768. Minus 768. The question is to find out the value of k. Take this 3 to the other side. So 1280, when you divide by 3, that is a decimal value. So what we will do, we'll just multiply this, expanding the bracket, 3 into minus 1280. So minus 1280 into 3 will give us minus 3840k. And 3 when you multiply it with minus 768. Minus 768 multiplied by 3 will give you minus 2304 is equals to 1280. Take this minus 2304 to the other side, it becomes positive. 1280 plus 2304 will give us 3584 is equal to minus 3840k. Therefore, k will be 3584 divided by minus 3840. Divide by 3840, we will get it as minus 14 over 15. That will be the value for k. So I hope you have understood this. If you have any doubt, feel free to write it in the comment box.